Hey, what's happening YouTube? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Tonight I'm going to take a look at one from out of San Francisco. This is going to be from Anchor Brewing Company, and it is the Anchor Steam Beer. So this one comes in at an ABV of 4.8%, 35 IBU. Anchor is the only company that could even call a beer steam beer now, or use that term. They actually have trademarked it, and way back when some of the beers being made use that method, kind of faded out over time, and Anchor actually stuck with it. So this is the only way you get a steam beer in the country. It is considered to be a California common, and there's a lot of information up here on the label. I'm not going to read it all, but maybe I'll put the link in the description if you want to check out the website on it. But this is actually one I've had in the past, had not done a review on it, and it's been a while, so I thought I get one, take a look again, see how it's been doing as a beer, and get a review. Let's go ahead and get it open and get it into a glass. Alright, so there we go. I get it into the glass, as you can see, and you actually see some nice bubbles in there, some big ones and some little ones. And it does come out with a nice rocky head, as you can see on this beer there. The head itself sits pretty much as a white, maybe just barely off-white. Nice clarity on the beer. I mean, you look at that, you can definitely see through to the other side. And when you get it to the light, I'm actually not seeing as much of the carbonation. It's kind of maybe hidden in there, so we'll see how it tastes when I actually get it going. But a nice amber colored beer, so very dark amber, not all the way to a red amber, but it really darkens nicely. And now I can actually see the carbonation bubbles actually taking place. Must have been the way I held the glass, where I could not pick it up before. I don't think you can really see too much of it there. I'm trying to keep it as still as I can, but there is some carbonation taking place. Already starting to lace the glass as it starts to break down on the appearance. On the aroma, wow, get a nice sweet caramel note coming out of the glass. Nice malt forward type beer, not picking up too much of the hops. Definitely a nice malt backbone on this one. Now another thing about this beer, and I didn't mention it, it is actually listed as one of the 1001 beers you must taste before you die. So if you actually collect this book and you're looking for beers in that book, this one is actually one of those beers. But as far as anything with the aroma, nice malt, nice sweetness, kind of what you would kind of expect from an amber type beer like this. Hops, if anything, will be more in the taste, but not really getting too much out of the smell. Oh wow, I kind of remember this beer now. It's got a nice smooth taste to it. Carbonation is really subdued on it. It's not too heavy. The only thing you really get is that nice tip at the tongue, but then you get a nice crisp, refreshing backing on the beer. Flavors really start to open up in the mouth. You start to get that sweetness of the malts, the caramel. Starts to work its way around off the tongue into the cheek area. If I remember correctly with this one should produce a nice, good duration as well. Another one that's a nice beer you can have with a cigar. Now, when I've had this before in the past, I've actually had it at an Indian restaurant with Indian food, paired very well. So if you're at an Indian restaurant, chances are they may have this there because it was one of their regular selection of beers, at least the one I was at. But if you happen to see that and you have spicy food or something along those lines, I would definitely give it a try with this beer. Goes down very easy. The back of it has a nice, clean, simple feel of the finish. There's just no harshness at all. I mean, you could sit there and actually chug through this pretty easily. As I mentioned, the carbonation is subdued. Good texture on the beer for a 4.8. You know, I was getting those levels and I wonder if it's going to be a little too watery, and I don't have to worry about that with this one. Sits pretty much as it's in between a light to medium body. It's not too all the way light, but it's definitely a little bit less than your actual medium body type beer. But the big thing you'll get out of this one is really that sweetness. So if you like the taste of some of the caramel type sweetness in your beers, especially if you like amber ales and you want that malt up front, not really having that much of a bitterness or a hoppiness, then this is the kind of beer that can definitely work for you. For me, this one overall, great drinkability to it. Can easily throw these down. Would definitely drink it again. Would definitely buy it again. For me, I'm going to actually give this one a rating of a 3.5. I think it's pretty solid all around. I say definitely give it a shot if you haven't had it before. And if you have, let me know. Put some comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the Anchor Steam Beer. But definitely a nice one to check out. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and finish knocking this out. And I appreciate you swinging by to check out another video. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. As always, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good jazz. And keep drinking good craft beers. Cheers.